I'm Matt Roy from Blue Ocean Consulting, and today I'm going to tell you why you should pay 100% of your employee's cost for your benefit plan.
You just said Blue Ocean Consulting.
Sorry. Hi, I'm Matt Roy from Blue Ocean Benefits and Consulting, and today I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you should pay for 100% of your employee's cost. I'm Matt Roy from Blue Ocean Benefits and Consulting, and today I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you should pay 100% of the cost of your employee benefit program. Number one reason is it's only single coverage. And what I mean by that is a lot of people are paying part of their benefits for their families or for for spouses or for children. When the ACA came out in 2011, it required that groups with more than 50 eligible employees or eligible equivalent employees, technically, that they do not charge an employee more than 9.5% of their annual income. And there's some safe harbor tests for that, and that's a totally different video. But the idea is that you can't charge a single employee too much for their coverage. But it's based on single employee, and 9.5% was the number in 2011. It's scaled every year, so depending on the year you're watching this video, it might be different, all right? So make sure you check with us or check with your advisor on what the actual percentage is for the year we're talking about. But 9.5% on someone making $15 an hour, let's say someone making $15 an hour, 2,000 hours a year, that's $30,000. 9.5% is about $2,850. Now, $2,850 divided by 52 weeks is around $50-something a week. So if you charge your employees right now more than $50 a week for their single coverage, if they are a low income person, like $15 an hour, or medium low income, you might even be not in compliance with that, but it's certainly a long way from 100% of the benefit coverage. If you pay 80% of single on a $600 a month premium, and that depends on what part of the country you're in, that's still about $1,450. So in that case, you'd be pretty safe. But on a 50% method where you pay 50% and they pay 50%, which we actually see a lot, you'd actually be not in compliance. Now, if you're a small group and you don't have over 50 employees, you don't really have to meet that. But my point of bringing all that up is a couple things. One, the government's looking to see what you're paying on a single. Not right now only for 50 plus employers, but the government is looking to see what you're paying on a single employee, right? They're telegraphing to you that they only care about you paying for your single employees, in my opinion. And maybe that's not their intention, but that certainly is the result of that law. The law basically says, hey, we want you to pay a lot for singles, but we didn't say anything about families. We didn't say anything about children or spouses, right? So number one, if you take that approach in the long run, I think you're meeting, you're going to be staying out of trouble, if you will. And not only that, just thinking a little differently about your benefits. We always say around here, you work here, not your spouse and children. And that may sound harsh, but it's just true these days with the prevalence of double income families and alternate sources of coverage. If you take really good care of your employee, you're really never going to go wrong, even if you don't take care of their family. Now, obviously, if you have a situation now where you're paying a lot for family, you're going to have to gradually work into that. And we have some strategies on contributions. We have some blogs on that and some ideas. So we could definitely talk about that with you if you had a specific issue, but you'd want to work towards the idea of covering 100% of single. Reason number 2, you're going to attract a better employee. You're probably going to attract a lot of employees, but truthfully, you're going to attract a better one because better employees care more about benefits than other employees. Some employees who don't care, who are just looking for a job, they're just looking for a paycheck, all they want to know is what they're going to make, right? An employee who cares about benefits might have a family, they might not, but they care about benefits. They're usually looking more for a career. They're thinking longer term. I'm going to sign up with this company. I want benefits. I want something, I want some perks. It's not a negative if they want benefits. It's usually a sign that they're thinking more holistically about their entire life than just worrying about where their money's going to come from and how they're going to pay their rent tomorrow. We believe at Blue Ocean you're going to attract a better employee if you pay 100% of their single rate. Reason number 3, you're going to retain better employees. Now, you're going to retain everybody probably, and if you want to get rid of the bad ones, you're going to have to deal with that. That's, again, a different video. But if you want to retain your best employees, you don't want one of your competitors taking them away, paying 100% of the benefits, really good way to stop that. Employees know what's out there. They know what their friends pay. They know what their neighbors pay. And if you're sitting there saying, I don't pay anything for my benefits, or at least for me, your friends are going to be saying, wow, that's great. Wish I could work where you work. So this is something that you want your employees to think and do. Number 4 is a little bit related to number 2 and 3, and that is that you build morale. So if you're attracting better people and you're retaining better people because of benefits, it obviously makes sense that the reason you're doing that is because people think it's a better place to work, or that you're giving them more. Building morale is really important with benefits. Benefits are perception as much as anything. We always say they're called benefits for a reason. If you've got everybody standing around the water cooler not talking or not working, but just talking about how bad the benefit plan is, it's really not productive for you, and it's really not the best use of your benefit dollars, right? If you have a situation where you're paying 100% of your employees' cost, that's a morale builder for sure. It's not a license to pay people less. It's just a way of saying, you're important to us, you're valuable to us, we want you. A lot of employers want to talk about the team and how everybody's like a family here and it's a team. That's true for some people. It's not true for some people who say it. But you need concrete reasons why an employee could say, yeah, you know what? This is a family. I do feel cared for. One of them is, hey, we pay 100% of your benefits. You can hammer on that in every employee meeting, in every team building exercise, as long as you don't overdo it, but you can really point that out, and no one can argue with that logic. Number 5, universal health care. So this is a big one for me. If you're against universal health care or don't want to see that happen anytime soon in this country, then you have to stop making employees who make $15, $12 an hour pay $40 or $50 a week for their health insurance. But the fact is, I know a lot of employers who are making their employees pay a lot for their benefits, and they're employees that can't afford it. They know they can't afford it, right? What do you think those employers are going to do about their health care? They're going to look to the government to fix this for them. You are creating a situation when you don't pay enough for benefits for employees to go to see the government as the solution for this problem. You pay 100% of their plan, they may not feel that way. I know families and children are a different issue, but I have an employer who pays 100% of everything. He pays 100% of every contract for the base plan. Employees, aren't going to be looking for the government to solve their problem if they don't have the problem. If they think you're treating them better than other employers and the government could possibly do, they're going to stick with you on that topic of universal health care. Thanks for sticking through all 5 reasons. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, definitely subscribe, and hit the notifications button if you want to know. And most importantly, check out our website at blueoceanbenefits.com.